What is going on, you savages? Welcome to the show. Hey, I'm fired up for Friday, right? Anyway, that's the day the show drops, so that's when you're going to hear this, or maybe you'll hear it afterward. But I'm going to release it on Friday, damn it. I'm also fired up for the Grind Syndicate, okay? I've talked about it a lot, and I'm going to talk about it one more time here and probably more in the future, but I'm really stoked about it because we are a week out, right? From Friday to Friday, so the 25th of October, we're going to go live with our first live training. And so it's not too late to get on that first one and be there live. It's going to be awesome. If you haven't checked it out yet, please go to my website, traviscrutcher.com. Just click on the Grind Syndicate. It's going to tell you everything you want to know, but it's something I haven't told you guys yet. So I told you last week, there's that promo code, not sorry. It's going to save you on the annual subscription, right? Which is already very affordable. But I've decided to go ahead and launch another one, and this does not expire, but I would advise you to get on it so you can be there for that first live in person. I have started a new promo code, and that is Get Started. If you use Get Started on the monthly option, you get your first month free. So your first month of membership to the Grind Syndicate, absolutely free. That's a try it before you buy it, right? You get to be there for the whole month, right? I'm not going to boot you. I'm not going to kick you out. I'm not even going to know, right? That you get to be in the group. You get to come to the live stream. You get to experience what it's like and see if it's right for you. And if it's not, fucking not a big deal. No hard feelings. You can just tip your hat and say, see you later. I'm not going to be fussed about it, all right? But I want as many people as I can get there to start this thing off because I feel like you're going to dig it. I feel like you're going to love it. So if you go to traviscrutcher.com, click on the Grind Syndicate, choose the monthly option, and use the promo code Get Started, and that will give you the first month absolutely free for you to check it out. Anyway, I'm going to now shut up so I can talk about something else. Tricked you there. We're going to talk about not giving a fuck today. One of my favorite topics, but I'm actually going to give you strategies on how to do it, not just a lackadaisical approach to life. We're going to talk about some strategies to help you get over caring about so much stuff. Anyway, I'm going to now shut up so I can thereby talk some more.
Welcome to Not Sorry with Travis Crutcher, the show where Travis will say some things that might trigger you, offend you, make you laugh, or even motivate you. So, if you're not easily offended, stick around and enjoy. On the other hand, if you are easily offended, listen anyway. Then go tell everyone how triggered you were. Either way, you can be certain of one thing. Travis is not sorry.
All right, here we go. So like I mentioned up top, we're going to talk about 3 strategies to not giving a fuck, okay? And I talk about this in keynotes. I talk about this in workshops sometimes. And when people say that, they hear me say, I'm speaking on not giving a fuck. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing, man. And it's a thing, and it's so much, in fact, that there's strategies to go along with this. Like I said in the intro, it's not just giving up on life. There's some stuff you can do, because here's the deal. The overarching concern for this is, and the reason why it's so damn important, is if you give a fuck about everything, you are stressed to the max, dude. You are stressed to the max. And so I want to give you some strategies to help you start getting away from that stress. And let's be real, like, most people tiptoe around this, right? But I'm just going to say, you need to stop giving a fuck, right? We live in a world right now where everyone is just so worried about what others think, about fitting into some bullshit mold. But if you want to actually start living life on your terms, then you've got to stop giving a damn about everything. Every little thing. It doesn't matter, okay? So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you 3 ways to help you get through giving a fuck so much, right? 3 strategies, right? We'll dive into the first one here. Number 1, man, this one is so freaking important. Know yourself. And that sounds simple, right? But I'll tell you, most people have no freaking clue who they are. They're too busy playing dress up and pretending to be something they're not, just so we can fit into some, crowd that we think is right or important. Like, screw that. You want to stop giving a shit about things? You need to start by figuring out who you actually are. What matters to you? What are your values, your strengths, your weaknesses? What makes you tick, right? And if you don't know this shit, you're just going to keep bending over backwards to please everyone else. So for real, like, sit down, like, take a look in the mirror, make a list, and be brutally freaking honest with yourself. Are you living your life, or are you living someone else's idea of what your life should be? And once you figure that out, a whole lot of other shit becomes very clear, down to like who you spend your time with, what you listen to, what you watch, what you do in your free time. It's all you might make some big changes real quick. And guess what? That's a good thing, because you're going to stop wasting your time and energy on things that don't matter. Very simple, right? Sounds really easy, but it takes a little bit of introspective thought. All right, let's move on to number 2. This one's huge. And so many people we just go through the motions, right? We go through the motions of life, and this thing stops happening. And when this thing stops happening, we start giving a fuck about a lot of things we shouldn't, okay? And so number 2 is set goals, and set goals that you're actually going to go after, right? I'm not talking about that vague, fluffy shit of like, I want to be happier or I want to be successful. Yeah, no shit, right? But what the fuck does that even mean? Because here's the deal. If you can't define it, you can't achieve it. So you have to set clear, concrete goals. I'm talking specific, measurable, and a little bit scary, right? That's what makes a good goal. And then go after them. Stop talking about what you're going to do someday and start doing it today. Because when you've got a goal you're actually working towards, all that other noise and static that the world's throwing at you, trying to distract you, right? It fades into the background. You're too busy building something real to give a shit about every little distraction that pops up. So set goals and freaking commit to them and treat them like they're the only fucking thing that matters, because they are. They really, really are, right? I've done keynotes about goal setting before, and I talk about like, build it on a big, bad fucking why, something scary, something almost unattainable, something like, oh shit, can I do this, right? And mine is crazy. Like I go hard in the paint on this shit. Like I want to build a fucking legacy that when I die, my kids feel the earth shake, right? Like I want to be catastrophic. Oh no, right? That's what I'm trying to do. That's big, that's scary, that's hard, right? That takes a lot of focus. That takes a lot of my bandwidth, is striving to go after that. I don't get distracted by a lot of shit because I'm going after that big fucking goal. So that's what I'm talking about. Make it measurable. How can I do that? Okay, there's the financial piece. There's the home life. There's the memories. There's all that stuff that goes into that goal for me, right? So get specific with it. Make it measurable and start going after that. Number 3, this one is huge, and it is one of these things that has become more and more difficult over the years. And it's gotten more and more difficult over the years because of a little thing called social media, okay? And that is stop comparing yourself to others. It's the last one, but certainly not the least, man. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Seriously, just stop. It is the quickest way to drive yourself insane. Trust me. Here's the thing. There will always be someone who's richer, faster, smarter, better looking, insert adjective here, than you are. So what? Why does that matter? You are not them. They are not you. For everything you can point out that someone you've seen on social or whatever is better than you, I guarantee you there's 100 things you're better than them at. You're not the same person, so who gives a shit? Like, I have never in my life gone, oh, Michael Jordan was better at basketball than me. No shit, of course. And I'm not going after being the best at basketball, so it doesn't matter to me, right? It doesn't jam me up. I don't spend time thinking about it. Because the moment you start comparing yourself, you're taking your eyes off your own path, right? You're letting someone else dictate how you feel about your own life. That's fucking crazy, man. Focus on your own journey. Measure yourself against who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today. That's nonsense, right? I've talked about it before in other spaces. 1 degree shifts, right? There's little steps in the right direction. If I am a better version of me today than I was yesterday, even in some small, minute way, I'm improving. My only competition is the me of yesterday, period. Straight up. I don't give a fuck what anyone else is on today. I don't care. I'm only about getting my shit done, about being better than I was yesterday, about improving myself so that I can carry out those big goals that I've got. You know why so many people are miserable? Because they're busy trying to live up to someone else's highlight reel, right? The Pinterest squares where everything's perfect, the perfect little curated Instagram square where everything's in its place and the kid's hair is perfectly combed. And that's not fucking real. That's not real. Screw that. Show up for yourself. Do the best you can with what you've got and keep improving. The only competition that matters is the one you're in with you. That's it. That's it. It's the only thing that matters. So that's it. That's the whole show. So if you're tired of stressing out over shit that doesn't matter, if you're done trying to please everyone, try these strategies, right? Know yourself. Set those goals. Chase them like your life freaking depends on it. And stop comparing yourself to other people. And look, one last thing. If you don't remember a damn thing I said today, remember this. You cannot please everyone, and you should not even try. You don't owe anyone your time, your energy, or your fucks. So stop handing them out like they're free samples at fucking Costco. Okay. Just protect that stuff. It's important. Get out there, live your life, and stop giving a fuck about anything else that doesn't help you get where you want to go. And taking your tribe with you, right? Like, I know it sounds selfish. No, I'm bringing my tribe with me, dog. We're all going this way, and I'm going to work my ass off to make sure we do. All right, that's it. That's the whole show. Hope you guys dug it. Hope you took something away from it, and I will talk to you next time. Later.